This small kit review is of the Porsche 911 Carrera 3.2 Coupe, and this is supposedly the all-new tooling. It's a 1/24 scale model by Revell, and it's got the two different options for US or European versions. And here are the details as well as dimensions for this car. And there's some pictures of the finished model. That looks very nice, especially like the engine bay details. And let's have a look inside and see what parts we get. Well, lots of sprues. Well, let's start off with the body. That's always the classic Porsche body, really beautiful, and it's well molded. Got molded in sun roof there, and door panels nicely molded in, and really got a nice clean mold. Don't see any mold lines, no flashing, so that's a pretty good mold. Over here we've got our glass section here, and this model looks very close to the Targa version of this. So over here we've got our glass. There is our windshield. We've got our lights, the different headlights depending on which version you're going to build. And then our brake lights section. We've got a little area of flashing there. We need to get trimmed off. Then we've got looks like our rear glass and then the side glass. Okay, this set of sprues is for our main body, it looks like. So there's the chassis with floor pan there. Here's our engine bay with the firewall, and looks like we've got some there's our oil pan, backs of the seats there, some suspension parts, and then parts for our bumper depending on which version you build. Over here we've got the bottom of the cabin and the sides, including our doors. Got windshield wipers, license plates, some wheel hubs there, door handles, pedal box, very nicely molded. There's the pedal box as well. Very nicely molded, good level of detail. We've got our axles, steering column there, subframe, and our rear view mirror. There's our distributor cap. Over here, got our engine parts. So let's start off here. There's our flat 6, the boxer engine. There's our transaxle. More engine parts. Got our headers there. Here are our disc brakes. There's the fan, because this is an air-cooled engine. And our subframe here. Really good detail. Very well molded. Here are our bumpers. And over here is our engine cover with a nice grille. That's actually very finely molded. Got two sets of headlights depending on which version you build. Side mirrors, and then the other that's the rear bumper. Over here we've got our wheels, the classic Porsche wheels with the 5-star. last sprues. Got some seats and left or right dashboards, depending which version you want to make. You can left or right hand drive. Here is our rear seats there, and looks like seats there. I guess that's gonna flop down. Looks like that's gonna fit into there. And then we've got a steering wheel with the Porsche logo there. Over here we've got our tires, and these are vinyl, stiff vinyl, but they've got a nice tread on them. Over here we've got our decals and instructions. So there are the decals there, and very nicely printed decals with some license plates and details for the engine bay and for our dashboard and so on. Okay, so let's have a look at our instructions here. We've got our colors needed. So these are all the colors that are needed with their corresponding codes. And then the parts listing. And then we start off here with the engine. As you can see, it's a lot of detail here with the engine. And then put our transmission on there, mount that inside the engine bay. And then build our axles and subframe, exhaust systems, and then wheel hubs go on. Steering, it all goes on the front. And then we've got remaining details for the engine bay. There's our, looks like our air intake. Now we're going to build our cabin, and make a left or right hand drive. Put your pedal box on the appropriate side, and then seats, and then the inside of the doors goes on. Left or right hand drive, dashboard, and we mount that inside the cabin. And then we're going to mount everything onto the chassis, and the body goes on the chassis as well. We start to put the body parts on there, and a US or a European version. So it also, you can select the appropriate front scoop or bumper. And more engine bay details there, and then our rear bumper goes on there. Now our wheels are going on, and then glass goes in there. So it looks like the glass gets mounted from the outside, so make sure you paint the black line there. And then the remaining body details on both sides. Here are the paints, as well as the decal guide. It's a beautiful looking car and beautiful looking model. Lots of detail, very well molded. That's a great build.